Hi everyone, I'm Shelly and you're watching There's No Place Like Home. I had a request for a video topic. Someone asked why I still use Amazon and mainstream social media in light of all of the censorship and the surveillance. So I'm going to explain that to you today. It's no secret that mainstream social media platforms and Amazon and a lot of other places have been doing a whole lot of censorship of, both conservative and truth topics. And yeah, there has been a really large exodus of people who have vowed to not use those platforms anymore or to use Amazon for their shopping. And of course, it is up to everyone to make their own decisions on why they choose to do these things. So let's start out with social media. I am still on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. I don't use Facebook. I haven't used Facebook in years because I think that it is a time sucker and I never liked it to begin with. But yeah, I am still on those other mainstream media platforms. And you might be wondering why. Well, let's just start out with the spying and the tracking. So I think that you would have to be kidding yourself to believe that these social media apps were not spying on you before and tracking before. A lot of it came about because of Instagram's change in their terms of service. That was in December, and that's why a lot of people left Instagram. But the fact remains that most of us knew that they were already doing that before. It was just that they told us in December that they were doing it. I don't think that anything actually changed. And to be quite honest, it is hard to do anything in this world today without getting tracked. If you have a bank account, you're going to be tracked. Like a debit or a credit card, you're going to be tracked. If you are online at all and don't have a VPN, you're going to be tracked. If you have a social security number, you're going to be tracked. And am I saying that I agree with these things? No, absolutely not. I think that it's tyrannical, but my point is that we are not going to avoid these things by leaving these social media platforms, unfortunately. I wish that were the case, but it's not going to happen. You would have to be completely off grid, never interacting electronically with society at all. And I think that they would still find a way to track you to begin with. I'm just very pessimistic about the whole thing. So now there are other alternative social media sites like BitChute and Rumble and Parler and Gab. And I know that there are others besides that. And I do have an account on BitChute. I have a channel there, and I used to use it because they used to have it set up really easily so that I would upload something to YouTube and then it would automatically go to BitChute. And unfortunately, something happened where they don't do that anymore. So for me, I would have to then go separately over to BitChute and upload everything and do everything that I do here. And then Rumble also. I have a Rumble account and I have a Rumble channel, but I have not been uploading there. I have it there just in case anything ever happens here. And I was on Parler and I was on Gab as well. So now these alternate social media sites, they're really good if you are just looking to interact with like-minded people. And I certainly do like to do that. But that is not really my main concern. My main concern is reaching others in the community. And sometimes when I was interacting like on Parler and on Gab, I felt like I was preaching to the choir. It felt like an echo chamber. I wasn't telling anyone anything that they didn't already know. And that is not my purpose. I want to wake people up, and I'm not going to do that if I am excluding myself from the place where most people are. Now, let me see. So most people are still on mainstream media platforms, no matter whether they are, conservative or whether they are liberal or whether they are apolitical, it doesn't matter. Most people are still on mainstream media platforms. So of course, that is going to be where you reach the most people, especially those people who may not have heard a point of view like yours, or who have maybe just never even thought about it. So to me, it is certainly fruitful to stay on these platforms for as long as I possibly can to spread the message that I feel led to let everyone know about. I also think that the mainstream social media platforms, I think they get a lot of satisfaction out of seeing all of these people leaving their sites because they don't agree with the censorship and everything. And I don't agree with their censorship at all. But they know that most people are still on their platform. So that is exactly what they want. They want people who have opposing views to the narrative. They want them to leave, because they know that they're still going to be in the minority, and that most people, especially people who are really on the fence and really have no idea what they think, they know that they are going to remain. So what is going to happen is they are not going to hear all of those other points of view because they've all left. And so, yeah, I'm definitely willing to put up with it a little bit longer, as long as they will let me, to spread the message there as long as I can, because yes, I think it's that important. So you might be wondering why I don't use both. Like, why don't I use Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and BitChute and Rumble and Parler and Gab? And really, it's just a time issue. I don't have time. I have to kind of put all of my eggs in, I have to put all my eggs in one basket. You know, I'm a mom of 11 kids. I still have 7 kids who are homeschooling. I have a YouTube channel. I write unit studies. I've got a lot going on. So I have to kind of prioritize and choose where I am going to have the most effect on people. And for me, the most effect on people is going to be on those mainstream media platforms. So yeah, again, if something would ever happen here, you would see me more probably on Rumble, but also on BitChute. But for the time being, I'm just going to stay where I'm at. So now let's move on to Amazon, because yeah, Amazon has also been guilty of much of this censorship as well. And I know that a lot of people have chosen not to use Amazon products, or not necessarily products, but their platform, because of, you know, making all of that money for Jeff Bezos and everything. And I totally agree that they shouldn't be censoring in the way that they are. But I also have to look at things from my life situation. Everyone has a different situation in their life. And my situation is that I have been an Amazon affiliate for 5 years. No matter what I think of them, I have been an Amazon affiliate. And as an affiliate, it has allowed me to provide things for my family that I would not otherwise be able to afford. So when I do use Amazon links in my description box, if people click on them and then they buy something over on Amazon, I get a tiny bit of money for that. Not a lot, mind you, but it is enough that I'm able to get the vitamins that my kids need, the Restore that my daughter, that really helps my daughter with her Crohn's disease. I'm able to get books that I could not otherwise afford. So I think that a lot of times people are looking at me like I'm spending all of this money on Amazon, when truth be told, most of the things that I buy on Amazon are simply from Amazon gift cards from the affiliate links that I leave in the description box. And I don't know, honestly, it doesn't matter to me what people think about that, because the fact remains that I would not be able to provide these things for my children otherwise. It's as simple as that. I have said before how we are a one-income household. We've got 9 people here. We don't have a lot of money, and we really do scrimp and save in order to live the lifestyle that we do. And if that means that I'm going to use Amazon affiliate program to be able to provide for my family, yes, I'm going to do that. Now, and I have to say that if it is not a sin, I don't have a problem doing it. Now, and I also have to say that you're also supporting the person who is on Amazon. So there are a lot of people who have the same points of view that we do who only sell on Amazon. And I know that people say about going to going to their website and then clicking and buying from it there. And so even if I do have the money and I'm planning on paying for it myself and not with an Amazon gift card, I have already gone to the website, but a lot of times you will click on the book, for example, there, and it will just take you right to their Amazon store. So a lot of times that ends up being the case anyway, that they only sell on Amazon. And so you really are also supporting the people there who are selling their products there, products that you need, products that you agree with, and yes, a lot of times products that do not fit the Amazon narrative but are still on there. And so yeah, to me it's satisfying to be able to buy things there that Amazon probably isn't too happy with me buying, or maybe to leave links to things that Amazon or the mainstream narrative isn't really happy with me promoting. But that is why I use Amazon. And beyond that, just with time constraints, with if you need a whole bunch of things rather than going to all of these different websites, it is more convenient for me. And unfortunately, most stores out there nowadays, they are following the mainstream narrative, and you would pretty much have to boycott every single company that there is out there. And the way that I feel about it is that I am giving my all to spread the word about what is really happening. I am all about spreading the truth. I am all about helping people. I am all about waking people up. And honestly, if I have to do things like use Amazon in order to buy things that my family needs, I'm not going to feel guilty about doing that. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet and would like to hear more of what I have to say, I would love if you would do that. And if you have any questions or comments, you can leave one here or on Instagram. Yes, on Instagram, or on my YouTube community page. And if you like my work and would like to check out my Patreon page, I will leave a link in the description box for that as well. And I hope you have a great day.